Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Forest River Flagstaff 832 RKSB Flagstaff Classic. You guys picked a beautiful unit here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you're going to have a slide, which has a door that opens for your outdoor kitchen, but you're also going to have this big awning on this side. There's plenty of room for all that. On your off camp side, you got two big slides, excuse me. There's plenty of room for them, but I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. So your power is going to plug in all the way on the rear corner of your off camp side or the driver's side of your tow vehicle. That's where that'll plug in. And your docking station is going to be just behind your front slide for your water. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. To arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. And you got the smart jack. Two little buttons, all you got to do is press it down or up. You do have a night docking light. Should you arrive at night, lights up down there. And a manual override, the hand crank that'll bring that up and down should you lose power. And there's the hand crank for that. Again, should you lose power, you can get this up and down. Speaking of power, check your battery post now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. So we got our unit level. Next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. You're equipped with power stabilizing jacks. We're just going to hit extend here. Before I do, because they're kind of loud, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Get your 4-pack of those with your 10% off coupon. Put them down. They're going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Really good investment. Put them down and run these down just until they're taut. Remember, we're level. We don't want to change that. We just want to stabilize it. So as soon as it feels both feet are down, feels like it wants to lift the unit, stop right there. Repeat the process. Here in the back, they are on the rear of the unit. So again, put your stabilizer jacks down, put your pads down. You may have to adjust your feet. Again, we're just running these down just until we're stable. Once it feels like it's going to lift the unit, stop. Now we got our unit level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. Big long 50 amp cord here. Short cord plugs in here on the side, goes in at an angle and then turns to the right. So wiggle that in there and then turn it, then put your black washer on. Now at the end of that, should you need to plug into a 30 amp at a campsite, there's a 50 to 30 amp adapter, or we call it a dog bone, and also a 30 to 15 amp in case you need to plug into a 110 somewhere. Got our power hooked up. Let's go ahead and hook up our water. We enter docking stations right here behind our slide. At campsites, we're hooking up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40-50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so always use this when putting fluid in your unit. Hook that up where it says city water. Hook up your hose. One more step before turning that hose on. Look up top here, this is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, is make sure our drain plug's back in. May have left it out last time you were camping, draining your hot water heater. Get some plumber's tape around that. Tape is preferred, not putty. Putty will gum up on you. Get that on there, 1/8" socket, get that in there nice and snug. Then we can turn this hose on. Now if your hose has been on for a few minutes, or as soon as you turn it on, go inside and open up all these slides. I need you to get inside and open up all your water taps. Get a nice steady flow of water going through the lines, get all the air out of the lines. Once you got a steady flow of water going through them, shut them off. You come out and check your hot water heater simply by lifting up on this pressure release valve. Be careful, if it's full, hot water is going to come out, or water will. Just lift up on this a little bit, water comes out, you know you're full. Then you can turn this on from indoors. Now, if for some reason your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here and look to see if either one of these are bubbled up. If they are, they're just a reset, press it back in. All right, let's say we're gonna go camping and we're not gonna use city water. Now let's say we're gonna go camping and we're not gonna use city water. We're gonna go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we're gonna simply fill up our fresh water tank. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Gravity fill this with a hose. 2 ways to tell when it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2, on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks, there's a button showing your freshwater tank. Don't leave that unattended when filling it. Once it is full, put your cap back on here. Then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked to city water, that's already pressurized. All right, we're all set up to camp for power and water. Let me walk you through the rest of the unit. Starting on the outside with the docking station here. Got a light up top, again our hot water heater. We have a hot cold shower here. Fresh water tank. Cable or satellite. Black tank flush, we'll talk about that when dumping our black and gray tanks. City water connection. Antifreeze inlet, that's where you will bypass your hot water heater, turn on your water pump and suck in your antifreeze from. Freshwater tank, low point drains. Then all of our dumps. We got some storage here where your ice maker valve's at. There's not storage, that's actually access to the back of your fridge with the ice maker valve, excuse me. Got a gray tank back here. Stabilizing jacks, our power. You got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof, and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. The prep for Furion backup camera device you purchased from our store. One piece goes on here, the other piece goes in your dash, your tow vehicle, giving you a backup camera for the unit. Here's a vent for our microwave. That hot and cold shower spray port you can bring up here and hook up. Stabilizing jacks again. It's a flue for your furnace. 2 things on that. 1, make sure it's never blocked, and 2, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. You got an awning and light and speakers out here. It's your outdoor kitchen. Grab your LP and pull it out. Flip this around, and you have a quick connect LP right up underneath here. Fridge, lighting, little storage there. Make sure you keep this outdoor kitchen locked. Big awning here, not much to talk about on the campsite. This will hold your door open for you. Griddle and stand will set here. You prep for a TV, clip on there, cable in 110. This hole is for a manual override for your slides. There's one on the rear as well. Another LP quick connect here for this front griddle area. Stabilizing jacks again, docking lights. The propane does come with a cover. It's on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Set it in the middle. It'll automatically switch over. Yes. Your batteries, check your battery post now and then, make sure those haven't wiggled loose. And then down here is your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon dioxide propane detector. That about covers everything out here. One more storage area. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, coming up inside the unit. First thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Hanging immediate right as you come in. Got a wall of things over here starting at the top. This is where it's prepped for solar. Just as a template for the techs in the future if you ever decide to hook this up to go full solar. The app, get the app. It's a Lippert One Control app. There's your password, device name, all the info you need. Stand outside, open up your slides, turn on and off your lights, your awning from outdoors instead of having to run in here to do it. The Wi-Fi Ranger, that's just a Ranger that helps you pick up the Wi-Fi better at the back of the campsites compared to the front. There's that. So down here on this fresh water, that's when I said to hold down to tell when you're filling your potable water. Brand new battery, black and gray tanks. Over here, you turn on your Wi-Fi extender. Here's where you turn on your water heater if hooked to electric, your water heater if hooked to gas, your water pump if using potable water. Then your tank heater, that's just a 12-volt pad on your tank to keep it from freezing in inclement weather. 3 slides and 2 awnings. On your awnings, you only want to run them out until you can see that brown, your flap fall down, you can see your bar. Now that will continue to run itself out, run itself up backwards if you don't watch when you're running it out. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out, only run it out as far as you need to. As I run that back in, these are other lights, interior porch and awning light, step light, and below that, your tire pressure monitoring system. I'm going to send you a separate video specifically from TST on showing how to hook that tire pressure monitoring system up. So awning comes in, shut off my awning light, and continue on here to my right to your thermostat. I'll go quickly to AC. Here, go to modes. Took me a moment here to get through the modes, but got to the cool, so you hear your AC. Go up here to modes, go to off on that. Just shut that off. The heat can be ran from here as well. There's that, just shut off. So now in your mode, I'm going to go heat electric. Turn this higher than the 84 it is in your unit right now, just to get it to kick on. Now you'll notice when I go to shut this off now, there it goes. And when I go to shut this off, it's going to take a few minutes for the fan to cycle through before it shuts off. Going all the way to the floor now. Breaker box and fuses. Ton of 15s in there, 5, 20, 30. You got quite a variety. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. You call these slam locks because they work best when gently slammed. Coming in the living room to your entertainment center. Turn your TV on. While that comes on, we're going to unclip this and go to the back of your TV. At the campsites, before you run your digital channel scan, make sure that this antenna is on.
Let's see an 85. Less than 85 anyway. I'll take an 80.
Missed $1. 95. He's gonna win. Set that off. Blow that. Money. Plug your TV, your IRV sound system. Remote for that in the fireplace as well. I don't know how well I'll pick up anything inside this metal building.
People can go to you.
There we go.
You're just gonna say
so
it.
zones 1, back to the bedroom, outdoors. So 3 zones.
How come I can't
AM,
get
FM, Bluetooth.
There you go.
Nice sound system. Fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors. But the biggest thing is, come down to this temperature and turn the thermostat, turn the heat on, and it will get toasty in here in no time. Instead of wasting your gas, use their electric to warm it up in here. There's your outdoor griddle. Right in here, chairs, make sure they're strapped in for travel. There's your griddle stand. Kitchen, 110 with GFCI reset. Self-explanatory microwave. Got a light and a fan above your cooktop. Glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Just flip that back here. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to high. Hit your spark and you're on. And there's all three. Same thing with the oven. Just turn it to light on here. And then spark it down here. There's no pilot light. Then just turn it to the desired temperature. Pop-up power port. More individual lighting. Whole separate manual on your GE fridge. But this is your travel safety bar. Lefty loosey to open that up when you get where you're going. And our recliner. There's your back lumbar area. Parachute pull recliner. Cup holders and a great spot for remotes. Try to show you real quickly here how to turn your sofa into a bed. Gonna stand in the middle. Move your Velcro cushions. Just gives you good leverage here. Open the arms out, legs, excuse me. Fold that down. Lay your back down. And just that quickly. Got another sleeping quarters. Most important thing to remember is to put your back up first. If you lift this front up before lifting that up, you're going to damage this. We don't want to do that. Just that quickly, you are back to a sofa. Head on up into our bathroom now. Come in here and crank up our lights. Got a max air vent in here. Just hit on. That will open and turn on. You can change everything here from air in to air out. Shut it off. It'll close and shut off. 110 with GFCI reset. Little plumbing to maintain. There's your access panel. Bouncing the house down the road. Keep an eye on that. Make sure nothing wiggles loose over time. Shower door, you want snapped closed for travel. Bedroom to bathroom door, you want snapped open for travel. Coming out and going into our bedroom. Going this way, turn on our lights. If we do install a AC on here, that is prepped for an AC. Here's the sensor location. So over there is where they would put your remote or power for that. That's why that sticker's on there. Come and show you real quick on your bed. Touch this once for a light, white light. A little bit of storage under your bed. Accessible from outdoors. And your drawers. Dresser here. And I believe, yes, you are prepped for a washer and dryer in here. Dryer vent location. That about covers everything on the inside. You are prepped for a TV in here as well. Cable to 110. Emergency exit window. Simply pull on this and push that out. Let's act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite and close the unit up. Let's start with doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede any of our slides from coming in. I'll put these remotes where I said there'd be a good spot for them. Shut off my panel light. Now I'm going to come to my main control panel. I'm going to shut off all my lights. That way I can walk through the unit and see any lighting that I need to shut off. Make sure your vents are closed. I think you got three, one in each room in here. Now all the rest of our lighting can be individual. Just walk through and clip all them off. This one-touch lighting is really nice. You can leave one light on at night, and it'll pretty much light up the whole room for you. This hall light should be one of these. There we go. So front interior, turn that back on. We'll turn on the one here in the hall so you can see this. So we're going to start. Slide one in. It's going to be our campsite. Again, go through the unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede these slides from coming in. Them drawers down there in the kitchen area need to be pushed in all the way so these slides don't catch on it. Once you hear that noise, that's just the slide mechanism saying I'm not coming in any further. Go ahead and let your finger off the button. Some people think it's something grinding every time they open or close it. Not the case. As our second slide comes in, that's the noise I wanted you to hear. So it's okay to hear for just a second. Slide 3 is going to be our bedroom slide. Again, assuring that nothing's in between our dresser and the bed. So bring that in. I'll go ahead and close this bedroom door. We'll hear it stop. Shut off my interior lights and exit the unit. Biggest thing on these steps, make sure this door is all the way open, otherwise this is going to catch on it. Lift these up, you do have adjustable feet, so if you press in on these, and that releases for the feet to move. Before you leave the dump station, lock and deadbolt your exterior door, lift and turn this handle. Alright, if we are boondocking, we are going to go out, retract to bring up our stabilizing jacks, front and back. Come around here to our freshwater drain. Get up underneath there, pull the handle, open that up, and head on home. At campsites, we're going to unhook our water, our power, our cable, bring up our stabilizing jacks, hook up our hitch, and head on up to the dump station. That dump station parked accordingly. Your dump is going to be a couple feet in front of your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Hook your black sewage hose up. It says gray water tank, black tank, and gray tank. So the first one we're going to pull is this black handle back here. Once it sounds like that's no longer draining, go inside, check the levels of your tank, make sure your black is empty. If it is, leave that black handle open. Come out here and grab the hose at the dump station and hook up to this tank flush. Again, emphasizing leaving the black handle open. Turn that hose on, let that run for a good 5 minutes to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, remove that hose. Make sure all that washout you put in there is gone. Close that black handle and then pull your first gray handle. While your grays are draining, pull your drain plugs here, low point drains. When we're done, come back up to our hot water heater. Lift up on this pressure release valve, let a little hot water out of there, so be careful. Put your handle back down, otherwise your door won't close. And then you can pull that drain plug for residual hot water. Finish with that gray, close it. Open this gray, make sure that one's empty. Close it. Grab that sewage hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Flagstaff for many years to come. Happy camping.